Number 70, Eagan. Number 4, Canyon Hook. Number 92, Charlie Senate. Number 74, Wax Hooks. That's the second part. Number 9, that's a clown. Number 8, Alcohol. Number 10, Easton Kids. Number 12, Great Days. Number 31, Katie Wagner. Number 9, Great Day, Easton McDermott. Number 30, let's put out.
So, welcome everyone to a chilly Breezy Point, chillier than yesterday morning. And they had our heaters on when I was setting up, but now they took them away. So apparently they didn't want us to get too comfortable in here. But so roster update: Chicken is back. Coach Thomas is on the bench, and Moose is out. Moose went downhill overnight and woke up miserable. So a little bit different lineup change with the bodies out and getting some people new places. Chicken back with his line mate Cam for our spicy chicken deep pair. And Bailey playing center, centering Chuck and Marty. So, and here we go, because Bailey up the middle, beats a man, comes in, top corner. Bailey right off the face-off. 8 seconds in. So, same group. And around, here goes Bailey again. Oh, push just wide. Chuck and Bailey. Marty trying to either get out to the point or jump in the corner and can't. Here comes Champlin Park, 2-on-1. Cam hustling back. And great job by Wyatt, gets the save. And I think it was Cam who flies back and chucks it out of the crease. And here comes Champlin, Deacon. Into the corner with speed around his own net. Hits the brakes. Makes a little move. Gets it up to Chuck. Chuck looking for Lauren. Gets to Lauren. Lauren makes a move the outside. Turns on the Jets. She cuts to the center. She goes top shelf. No. Apparently not. So, off the crossbar. Kendall keeps it in once, keeps it in twice, chucks it towards the net, ends up on a Champlin Park stick, and they clear it down, and that should be icing. It is.
Huh? So why don't you sit up a little higher? Why don't you sit up higher so you can see better?
So we got the pups out there with Lauren and Cam and Ronan back on D. And Champlin Park is running around in their own zone. Will comes away with it. Will makes a move, bodied off the puck. Loses a puck battle in the corner. Champlin Park gets up to the wing, tries the center, or tries the breakout to get it out. Jackson just flips it up to Cam. Cam gains some speed, bodied off the puck. Jackson gets it again. He gets hooked and or tripped, no call. And around comes Champlin Park. Lauren gains the puck. Doing some dance in the corner, looking for options, trying to get it to Chicken or Will. Doesn't work. Intercepted. Champlin Park. Low shot from the point. Cam in front of the net, talking about what Santa brought him for Christmas. Oh, 9:49 left in the first. Bailey taking the face off with Brooks and Cyril as her line mates. Cyril flying up the right side, able to chip it around a man, gets it down in the corner. There's F1, tries to get it out front. Bailey's back there helping out. Cyril goes high. Champlin Park wins the puck battle up behind the net and tries to flip it out, and does. Doesn't get as far as the red line. Well, they do now. And here comes Champlin Park. Deacon, nice play, and we got offsides. So, same group, and Champlin Park controls the face-off and comes in offside.
Hey, Dad. Dad, want to come down over here?
So. Referee helping Bailey out with something. Looks like a chin strap came loose. And here we go again. 9:13 left in the first. My scoreboard guy probably had too much fun last night. So we're making it up as we go. Champlin Park clears it in. Ronan to collect in the corner. He tries to... Nice move by Brooks. Gets around one guy. Does get it out of the zone. Pitchforks it up to Cyril. Goes off Cyril's skate, but it ends up being the perfect pass to Bailey. Bailey gains the zone. Chips it in deep. Champlin Park tries to rim it around, but Ronan isn't having it, and he chucks it in. And Ronan brings it in. Tries to get it in and gets it in offside, so we'll get a wholesale line change. Lauren, Marty, and Chuck up front. Deacon and Kendall back on D. And Lauren wins it. Back to Deacon. Deacon over to Kendall. Kendall. Backhand pass up to Chuck. Chuck unable to control it. There's just this mess of bodies in the middle. Marty losing the war with Chuck there. Gives up probably about 40 pounds. And Champlin Park digs it down deep into the zone. Champlin Park working behind the Eagan net. Looking for someplace to go. Brings it out. Just kind of chucks it towards the, well, probably towards the corner. Champlin Park gets it again with some wheels. Low shot in. Kendall able to get it up to Marty. Marty chips it around. Gets it to Lauren, but Lauren not able to handle it. And Chuck comes in offside, unable to put on the brakes. Hard to blame Chuck on that one. That was kind of a fluttering puck. If she was able to get it clean, it looked like it was maybe hopping around on her a little bit. But you would have had numbers going into the zone. It would have been nice to see what they could do. So Bailey and the pups, Will and Jackson, and they clear it into the zone. Champlin Park gets there first. They spin around D to D. Try the breakout pass up to the wing. Ronan's there to disrupt it, but Champlin is able to chip it around. Cam's back. Nice pass to get that through. Gets the shot on. Great chance there by Wyatt. Champlin Park tries to get back to the point. The defenseman unable to corral it. So they regroup, get out of the zone, and come in offside.
We don't got the beer today.
No, we don't. I'm assuming he was at the bar and had too much fun. Or, sorry. Well, you're talking about the ref. I was talking about the scoreboard guy.
Oh, no.
There he is. So, up to Will. Will, got the point. Makes a move to the center. Probably beat that guy, but the other Champlin Park back checker. Will again try to make a move. Can't beat the three guys surrounding him. And Champlin Park able to clear. Kendall wins the puck race back. Gets it away. She controls to the corner. Dumps it up the boards, trying to get up to her wing. Unable to do so. Goes over to Bailey. Bailey dumps it over to Will. Will and Jackson. Will gains the red line, dumps it in. Everyone heads off on a change. Lauren's the first one out. Lauren gains attack. She tries to break up the play, loses an edge. Brooks comes in with a nice stick. And here comes Wildcats. Nice move by Brooks. Tries to get the pass over to Lauren, but broken up, and Champlin Park clears. Everyone hustling back. Cam with the angle. Cam gets it. Nice little stick lift. Bodies his man on the back wall. Gets it loose. Gets over to Lauren. Champlin Park stick will find in the corner. My gut tells me Cam helped him with that. And here comes Lauren with some speed. Bodied off twice. Still controls of the corner. Waiting for guys to get down and help her out. Champlin Park comes away with it up to the wing. Chips it around Chicken, but Cam's there to clean it up. Tries to get to Cyril. Cyril unable to control. Cyril with the puck again. He's looking for an outlet. Gets his pocket picked, but ends up back in Ronan's stick. And here comes Brooks up the left side. You seem to be pinballing here back and forth on center ice. And here comes Champlin Park. Got 2 D-men back. Oh, nice low hard shot. Good job by Wyatt there. Wyatt's been a stud so far this tournament. Already 5 minutes into game 3. So here comes Bailey. Bailey makes one man miss. Has the second guy fallen down. Passes over. Oh, it does work. Cyril gets a shot. Doesn't get all on it, but he gets it on net. Slides into the back boards. We got 3-on-3 getting back. We got Marty, Kendall, and Deacon, and we got something called cross-check or interference. I saw both signals, so I have no idea what we're calling. They're taking both of them. We'll go 5-on-5, it looks like. So they'll sit there and think about what they've done until for at least the next 90 seconds. And then after that, the next whistle, and they can think about what they've done. So Champlin Park wins the faceoff back. Great block by Chuck. Chuck coming up the right side. He stays that side. He gets over to Will. Will, shot. High. Goalie doesn't go down the butterfly and is able to save that one. Great job by them.
66, Lucas Martin, and third grade appearance. On help is also an assessed to Shaq. Champlin Park, 14, Bolt Pablo, and third Russia.
So, Champlin Park, Champlin Park came away with the face-off, but Eagan tried to get back into the zone. Now Champlin Park has it again, but unable to clear. And Champlin Park just rifles it out, and no icing. Looks like Deacon got a piece of it. He wins the puck battle back. He tries to rim it up the boards. Ties up his man enough to get it over to Bailey. Bailey loses the puck. Tries to get it over to Will. Will wasn't quite ready for it. Good pass, though. And Champlin Park, happy to just clap it into the zone. Wyatt directs it over to Kendall. Kendall with a nice pass over to Will. Will tips up to himself. His gated speed. He makes one man miss. Tries one of those Stillwater backhand shots. Can't make it look as pretty as they did. Oh, and that's not a penalty. Okay. Cam got destroyed, and there's no call. And, of course, here comes Champlin Park. Cam slow back to the bench. And here comes Eagan. We got Lauren. They got through. We got Cam off. Lauren shot wide. That's shot just off the mark. Brooks pinching down on the wall. He's able to get it down to the corner. He's got a man. Jackson out front if he can find him. Gets it there a little late. Ends up right on Champlin Park's stick. And back goes Kendall. Kendall flying back. Little guy's got wheels. But can't get to it before it gets below the goal line. And now he's got some Wildcats to deal with. Bailey tries to chip it on the point, but no one home. Shot from the deep at the point. But Wyatt's up to the task, directs it to the corner. Bailey loses her skates, but she's able to kick it out and peel it out. Ends up on Brooks' stick. Brooks with the toe drag. Champlin Park isn't having it. And back into the zone comes Champlin Park. Bailey forcing the issue. Champlin Park wanders to the center, shoots it off his own man's back. That'll feel good. Centering pass, no one home. And Deacon tried to chip it up to Brooks. Champlin Park ends up digging it in. Cam back on the ice. Glad he's doing okay. Get back, left the man alone in the slot. Thankfully, pushed the pass wide, or pushed the shot wide. And up to Brooks again. Brooks unable to control it, but he does get up to Cyril. And Cyril, great stick there by Champlin Park. Cyril was one-on-one. Oh, Bailey gets annihilated. Cyril looks like he went back to his mutton busting days on that one. Rode his man down, and here they come with them. Oh, unable to chip him past him. And Deacon fans on the pass. Gets the Cam in the corner. Cam up to Cyril. Cyril unable to control. Chip back in by Champlin Park. Around the back, Cam battling. Champlin Park comes there, grabs the puck, but Cyril isn't having it. So again, glad he's helping out, but probably a little deep for him. He gets up to Will. Will pitches it ahead, at least gauges the zone. He's battling with his man, but Will able to get control of the corner. I have a feeling this one's going to get ugly before the end if they aren't going to call some of this stuff. The grandparents agree with me. So Chuck on the wall. Ronan comes away with it. He makes a move, loses the handle. It's over to Chuck. Kendall able to hold the zone. She chucks it in the corner. Lauren gives chase, flying around the back of the net. She gets over to the corner. Ronan, now they're working. A host of Wildcats against a host of Rebels. And chips out towards the center. And Kendall again holds the zone. She walks towards the top of the slot. Pushes it wide. Champlin Park gains control behind the net. Lauren forces the issue. Gets it over to Ronan. Ronan makes a move, but unable to pull the trigger on the dot. Back out to the point. Lauren covered for Ronan. Chucks it in towards the net. Lauren heads off on a change. Back to Kendall again. Kendall holds the zone. Puts it in, but shot intercepted. The top of the slot, and here comes Champlin Park. That's the end of your first. So 1-0. Bailey took the face-off right down and scored in the first 8 seconds of the game. And we haven't had any scoring since. A couple good chances. I thought Lawrence was in, but the refs didn't agree. And there wasn't a lot of commotion off the bench, so the ref was probably right. So we'll see how the physicality goes here in this second period. Of course, Wyatt was great again in that period. He had a few tough shots to handle and handle them, and his defense was able to go out and clear any rebound opportunities. So strong defensively, not a lot of high danger chances. So we'll see what our lineups look like. Oh, thank you.
Skid Row.
More Skid Row. I'm telling you that the Breezy Point Ice Center should start a radio station. I'd be a fan. So we got Bailey centering Lauren and Brooks. So they continue to rotate centers through, trying to keep legs fresh. weak shut in on Wyatt. So same group out there. Face off to the right of Wyatt. And Champlin Park wins it. Back to the point. Shot. And Wyatt gets the first one, but the second one, Champlin Park able to chip it over Wyatt. Not a lot Wyatt can do on that one. So 11:50 left in the second. So Champlin Park wins the face-off, chucks it in, ends up on Cam's stick. Cam with a nifty move. He's harassed by Champlin Park, taken to the ground, but apparently that's not a penalty. Into the corner, Bailey able to backhand it out to Brooks. Brooks able to chip it around. Lauren tries to break up the play, unable to do so. Good angle there by Bailey to force her man off the puck. Lauren battling at the edge. Puck trickles in weakly towards Wyatt, and Ronan intercepts it. He rims it around to Brooks. Brooks gets it over to Bailey. Bailey goes behind her own net, comes around, rims it over to Lauren. Champlin Park pinches it and pushes it right back down. Cam gets it, shifts it around to Chicken. Chicken looking for his options. It's Bailey, just a little bit too far. But then Lauren lifts the stick, comes to intercept it, picks his pocket, tries to put it out front, but no one home. Bailey was with, but Bailey was almost in the crease by the time the pass came across, and the rest of the group went out for a line change. Champlin Park comes in, trips over the blue line. Ends up on Kendall's stick. Kendall, nice little chip up the boards, gets it over to Marty, who's out of the Husko after spending his minute and a half in the box. And pinballs around, gets on Marty's stick. Marty just chips it in wide of the goalie. Wildcats will complete a line change. Champlin Park tries to chip up the point, but Cyril isn't having it. Ends up on Deacon's stick. Deacon shoves it down low. Cyril gives chase. Over the other point, Kendall unable to hold the zone. Deacon over to help out. Deacon makes a nifty move, shifts it up the boards. Kendall chips up the boards, ends up on a Champlin Park stick. A nice backhanded pass to no one there. Chuck comes up the near side. He's unable to gain the zone. Here comes Champlin Park, just dumps it in. And Wyatt freezes it. They do look a little flat this period. So Bailey out there with the pups. Off the post. Champlin Park beat White, but not the post. Directs it to the corner. Bailey comes around the net. She turns on the jet, but unable to get out of the zone. Champlin Park holds. Champlin Park shot in. Champlin Park charger hard to the net, and Cam gets blown up. Ruff over there having a conversation with Cam. I think it's funny, he's been on the receiving end of a couple blow-ups, but he's having the conversation with Cam. But back to the point, low shot, gobbled up by Wyatt. And we'll get a fresh new 5. Looks like Cyril out there centering Lauren and Brooks. Deacon and Kendall back on D. Champlin Park wins it, tries to shoot it in, but deflected towards the corner. Centering pass ends up on a Wildcat stick. Brooks clears it out of the zone, ends up right on Champlin Park. Lauren gives chase. She's able to do it, then gets tripped. Tries to chip it up, goes off a ref. Eagan finally able to gain the zone, chipped in again, then chipped back out. And Kendall will go back, collect this one. Take it back, reverses. Gets it up to Brooksy. Brooksy tries to chip it out. He gets bodied by his own man. And Champlin Park walks right in and scores. Kind of disheveled. You had bodies tripping over themselves on the far side. And so Bailey, Chuck, and Marty. Champlin Park wins the face-off, gets it down. Cam gives chase. Champlin Park wins the puck race. Ronan ties up his man in the corner. Tries to chip it out. Does get it out to Marty, but it ends up on a Champlin Park. They get a shot from the point. Another puck race won by Champlin Park. They redirect out to the center. Marty gets it. Flips it out to Chuck. Chuck with speed. Gauge the zone. Shot in on net. Not a lot on it, but at least he got it on net. Directed to the corner by the goalie. Bailey over there working hard. She flips it over. Champlin Park gains control. Marty takes a hard angle in, and he gets turned around, and Champlin Park comes in and gains the zone again. Chicken back. Back out front. Walk to the slot. Doesn't pull the trigger. Walks over to the dot. Bodied up. That's what you're going to call. Wow. I mean, it was a check, but it wasn't the most ferocious we've had today. So Marty, his second trip to the penalty box today.
Process to Eagan, number 66. Luke Martinson, minute 30 check.
So Eagan goes on the penalty kill. We're swapping out Bailey for Charlie. So Eagan wins the faceoff. Back to Deacon. Deacon back behind his own net. Puts on the brakes, rims it around, ends up right on a Champlin Park stick. He's not able to control. Pinballs around in the circle to the left of Wyatt. Shot. Wyatt gobbles it up. Cam not letting in. Of course, the goalie or the ref's over there. Thought he was going to say something to Cam. Cam just stood there. So I don't know what he expects out of him. So Champlin Park wins it. Back to the point. D to D. Shot from the point. Deflected wide. Champlin Park back out to the point again. Controlling. Takes his time. Over to the right D. He walks to the top of the circle. Shoots. Deflected to the corner. Will tries to pitchfork it out. Unable to do so. He's surrounded by three Rebels in that corner. Shot towards the corner by the Champlin Park. Cleared out by Deacon. Champlin Park collects it, regroups, and comes in, and they're offsides by a few feet. "36 seconds left in your penalty. 6:20 left in the second period. So Champlin Park wins it, and they're offside. It's almost like the defenseman glitched and wasn't able to pull the trigger, get it in, while the rest of his line mates tried to stay on side. Oh. So Champlin Park clears for the zone. Chicken goes back, tries to backhand it out, reversal. Gets it up to Kendall, gets up to Lauren. Lauren up the right side. Lauren with speed. Shot. Doesn't get it on net. Host the Rebels back to break it up. 12 seconds left and the Wildcat penalty. Lauren just trying to keep it in the zone. She does win the race. She's looking for options, got her heads up. She reverses. She heads back towards the corner. Down the corner. Penalty's over. Marty's out of the box. Bailey comes in. Kendall unable to get it down to the corner. And here comes Champlin Park. Unable to control. Bailey goes fishing, misses. And here comes Champlin Park up the left side. Shot in. Bad angle shot. But Wyatt keeps it out of the net. Directs to the corner. Rimmed around by Champlin Park to their D-man. Get it in deep. Go back again. This little cycle play going on there. Kendall bodies man off the puck. And here comes Bailey with some speed. She passes up to Brooks. Brooks with it. Gets it up to Chuck. Chuck. Everybody stays outside. Shot again. So not a ton on it. Probably was a little deflected when it went in. And goalie caught it like a shortstop. So 4:57 left in the second. 2-1 Champlin Park. And Eagan wins it. Marty tries to get it back to Deacon. Deacon unable to control it. And Champlin Park goes the other way. Deacon angles his man out. Good job by him, not giving up on the play. Tries to rim it up to the wing. Eventually it does get over there with some help from Cyril. And then Marty tries to get into the zone, unable to pull the trigger to get it in. And eventually Deacon over there to chuck it in deep. Cyril gives chase. Cam pinches to hold the zone. Marty backs him up, shoves it down the wall. And Deacon tries to make a move, loses it. Their man goes in a breakaway. Trips on the way in, and Wyatt makes the save. That's the kind of action you only see at Squirt Hockey. He was able to recover, get up at least get a shot off, and Deacon was hustling back. They're going to play this whole Skid Row song if it kills them, aren't they? So, again, Champlin Park wins it. Back to the point. Deflected shot ends up going to the near side. Jackson tries to clear it out. Unable to do so, and the winger just dumps it deep again. Big guy bodying Cam off the puck, but he still gets it over to his other defenseman. Gets it over to Will, but Will's unable to chip it out. Bailey to help out again. Cyril tries to go the right way. Ends up a Bailey stick. Bailey at least able to get out of the zone, and Champlin Park does regroup. Good job by them. And they dump it in deep. Ronan goes back. Collects it. He's harassed by a couple of Champlin Park players. And still battling. Bailey's over there helping out now. Chicken comes away with it. Nifty little move. He's got Jackson. He hits him. Jackson and Will. Comes out Jackson. Goes the outside. Nice stick there. Tries to throw it out front to Will, but intercepted. Nifty little move there by Champlin Park. Gets it up to Cam. Cam directs it towards the net. And their defenseman almost does it a favor and beats the goalie for us, but pushes it just wide. That should be icing. Meyer bringing back some hangover food. Pretzel and cheese. Oh, for Elliot. Elliot's the one hung over. So, Eagan battling along the boards, trying to get the puck deep into the zone. Lauren bodied off the puck. No call. She's ridden down. Brooks tries to push it out front. Goes up the side of the net. Kendall able to hold it in momentarily. Champlin Park tries to clear. 2:23 left in the second. Lauren's all tied up. Cyril comes in to help out. Cyril beats a man, gets to the center. He gets tripped. No call. Shot. Handled by the goalie. Rebound. Unable to corral it. And Champlin Park tries to get it out and does. Deacon goes back to collect it. And we'll have icing. How's the pretzel, Elliot? Good. So Champlin Park controls the face-off. They go for the breakout. They chip it around. Apparently it was deflected by Cam. Goes up to the top of the slot. Shot. Wyatt gobbles it up.
Keep watching this stinking game.
Yep.
Doing a good job on it. Sorry for anyone.
Like,
watching.
I wish Moose was here, but it is a lot easier to call when you aren't worried about what your own kid's doing. So, back to the point. Shot. Right into the breadbasket of Wyatt. Wyatt lost a little bit of track of where it was. Bailey, Chuck, and Marty out there. Cam and Chicken, your D. Champlin Park controls. Rims it around the back of the net. Looking for an option. Eagan trying to clear. Fails to do so. One-on-one, number 5. And Ronan got in the way enough. Pushes the shot wide. Bailey back behind the home net. Lost track of the puck. We got a scrum in front of the net. Puck trickles to the corner. Champlin Park controls again. They look to move towards the center. Chips out to the point. Shot. Wyatt knocks it down with the glove and then gets over it. Champlin Park goes hard towards the net. This would be goalie's talking to Wyatt. So push back. Still unable to control it, but Jackson at least gets out of the zone. Fails on the toe drag, and here comes Champlin Park with a shot just wide. They get it back to the point. He fails to pull the trigger from the point. Oh, and almost a breakout pass there to Will with one man to beat. Champlin Park gets it in the zone again. Kendall tries to go around the net, get it up to the wing, but Champlin Park there to break it up. Tries to go there again. Wyatt, save. Kicks out to the point. Good stick there in the middle by Deacon. Deacon gets out of the zone, gets to the red line, gets the blue line. Deacon with speed. He tries to back it up the middle where he had bodies. And Champlin Park isn't having it. Gets out to the point. Kendall whiffs on the shot, and that's the end of your second period. So hopefully we get a little bit more energy there in the third. Wyatt once again was good in the second. We have to get a little bit more pressure. So 2-1, bad guys. And once again, Chicken's back today. He's taken up his spot on the D. Bailey's moved up to center, and she's primarily been back at D this year. kind of seems we're settling to. We have 5 kids that are pretty comfortable at D. So we'll see how this shakes out throughout the season. Bailey has looked good at center, though, so we'll see what all happens there. Problem is, you don't have a lot of right shot kids, so somebody's playing their offhand side back on D. And then the other roster update is we are mooseless today, so hopefully Moose is at home watching, feeling better, hopped up on children's ibuprofen and Tylenol. So Chicken moves up to wing, Bailey back to D, Kendall back on D. So Chicken, Bitsy, and Lunenburg, your forward line. And they're trying to get around the ref. They eventually do. Lauren gives chase. She wins the chase. She tries to get bodied off the puck. No call. She walks in. Shot. Goalie does a snow angel. No call. They keep digging. And the ref's yelling at our guy again. I don't know why they keep talking to our guys all day. It kind of seems they have it out for us here. Can't remember them ever talking to their. But Brooks has got a warning. Cam seemed to have been talked to, even though Cam got destroyed on a check. So here comes Champlin Park. Kendall's back. Shot. Wyatt directs it towards the corner. Good job by him. Lauren in the corner collect. Gets it up to Brooks. Unable to get it out clean. Nice chance there by Champlin Park. Gets a shot in. Oh, right in the slot. Perfect pass, but the shot goes wide. Champlin Park loses a stick. And Chicken tried to get around Lauren. Gets to the wall and dumps it in, and we'll get 5 new bodies for your Wildcats. Champlin Park looking for the stretch pass. Marty over to break it out. There's a high stick. No call. Apparently, if you have a cage on, it's not a high stick. So, nice breakout, just a little bit ahead of Marty. He's bodied, no call. So, here comes Champlin Park. 3-on-3 coming back. Good back check there by Marty. Trickles in through the crease, but not sure it ever got to Wyatt. Deacon collects it in the corner. He reverses, tries to get it up. Champlin Park in the way. About 10:20 left in the third period. Shot goes high and wide. Back to Cyril. Cyril collects the puck behind his own net. He makes a move. Gets around the man. Cuts to the center. Cyril with speed. Everyone else flat-footed. Comes up. Shot. Deflected into the netting. Over the netting, I think. Or through the netting? So Lauren and the Pups. Oh, wins it over to Will. Will got so excited he couldn't even shoot. And here comes Champlin Park coming down the net. Lauren wins a puck battle. Tries to get back to Will, but it trickles out to Jackson. Jackson, go between everybody, makes the first guy miss. Gets over to Lauren. Lauren with a good hard shot, but unfortunately it was about a foot over the net. Gets it back to Kendall. Kendall, low and hard, deflected. Over to Champlin Park. Champlin Park looking for the breakout pass. Looks like Bailey got a piece of it. Kendall over to Bailey. Bailey trying to come up the near side boards. Champlin Park gains control. Back behind the net. It trickles out front. Nobody there. Gets a shot. Wyatt's able to handle that. And Champlin Park out to the point. Shoots. First shot handled. Second shot handled. Bailey kicks out behind the own net, gets over to Farley. Farley has it with speed. Gets deflected by Champlin Park, gets over to Will. Will gains the red line, dumps it in. We'll get 4 new bodies. Jackson stays out there to give chase. He keeps it down. Tripped for his effort. Champlin Park able to get it out of the zone. Cam and Deacon back. Kusher back beyond his net. Bodied off. Still battling. Deacon comes away with it. Makes the move around Champlin Park. He's got speed. He's got Chicken. He's got Brooks behind him. Shoots over the net. Chicken in the corner. Chicken looking for a body up front. He's got Brooks, but can't complete it. Gets back to Deacon. Deacon dumps it down low. Chicken. Backhand shot deflected off the goalie. Deacon unable to control it in. And Cam back. There's a slash. No call. We got a battle on the board. Cleared out by your Wildcats. 7:36 left in the game. Champlin Park up the boards. Clears it back. And Champlin Park collects it. Chuck and Cyril take each other out. Good thing we got 2 D-men back, a 2-on-2. Puck deflects out to the point. Shot. Wyatt gobbles it up. So 7:10 left in the game. Nicole, if you're home, it'd be great if you hit the button to start the car so I don't freeze to death on the way home. So Lauren wins it ahead. She does get control. She's got Chuck. Chuck stays outside. It's a 3-0 jailbreak. Off the post. Bailey dumps it in towards the back of the net. Chuck pumps it out to Lauren. Lauren gets it back low. Chuck controls behind the net. He's looking for options. Kind of a weak backhand pass out to the center. Lauren able to gain control. Punches it towards the wall. Kendall unable to hold it in. She backs up with the puck. Makes a nice move. Chips it out to center ice. And Marty's got it. Marty, near side. Pumps the break at the top of the circle. Throws it out towards the middle. Lauren unable to pull the trigger. Champlin Park got there first. Another shot trickles in towards the net. Champlin Park directs it behind their own net. Chuck over, controls it, tries to get out to the point. Does. But Bailey unable to get it deep. And here comes Champlin Park. Oh, they had a chance there for a breakaway. About 6 minutes left in the game. Moves up to Marty. Marty trying to get it out. And shot beats Wyatt. I think he was partially screened by his own forward. Or I couldn't see who was back. Maybe that was. Either way, a Wildcat seemed to screen him. 3-1 bad guys. So Cyril out there with Will and Jackson, the pups. And we do have a tripping call. He's over there talking to Cam again. And they took our guy. Okay, I didn't see what Cyril did. I saw Will bodied off the puck, but now we're at the point now they do penalties and we go to the box. So the pups out there with Cam and Wyatt directs it. Cam does get it out of the zone, hops over a stick. Jackson gives chase. Nice reversal there by their defenseman. Gets up to a forward. They're dumping in. Deacon's back. Deacon, but he falls down. He gets up and recovers. They never get a shot off. Going to work behind their own net. Trickles out front. And he throws a punch on the way down. Nothing. And they're taking. So we got 4-on-4 for about 56 seconds. Let's see what we could do with some open ice. And they're ready to take the face-off in the wrong spot. Should be in the Wildcat offensive zone. They're finally figuring it out. Coach is wondering why there was a call. Of course, he thinks that's our guy, and about a half a dozen missed calls on them. So I don't think you should complain about one. So, the girls and Brooks out there. Let's see what can happen. Lauren wins it ahead. She controls it, looks at her options, reverses. She trips over her own skates. Gets it back to Bailey. Bailey, shot. Deflected up front by Brooks. Or Lauren, pushed wide. And icing by Champlin Park. Good flurry there by the Wildcats. Good job by them, good chance. And a smart play by Wyatt. Chucks the puck down the ice. Ref not exactly happy with him. He just tried to get the puck where it's supposed to be. Apparently the ref's worried about his wasted effort skating down. So, Lauren on the wall, passes it back to Kendall. Kendall puts it back down the wall. Champlin Park gains control, tries to get it out. Kendall pushes it back down again. Their man makes a play. Ronan takes off to the corner. Try to get a hold of it. Ends up a Bailey stick. Bailey shot wide. 4:23 left in the game. Kendall chips it back in deep again. Lauren gives chase. Back out. Man falls down. Deflected out front. Looks like it either went off the crossbar or the goalie. Out to Kendall. Kendall falls down. We got about a 25-second penalty left. Bailey back. Nice move. Shot wide. Tries to go to the second shot. Off a stick to the side of the net. And Bailey. Oh, sorry, Lauren. Up to Marty. Marty tries to pass it ahead to Chicken. Champlin Park gets a hold of it. Chucks it back in deep. 3:40 left. Power play over for your Wildcats. Deacon collects it behind his own net. He flies around, makes a nifty move. He's got his head up. He's looking for Chuck coming off the bench and loses it. Bailey back there to help out. Deacon recovers. And he just flips it out where Marty's coming back just a little bit in front of or behind him, depending however you look at it. And Champlin Park comes in offsides with 3:15 left in the game. So face off, center ice. Cyril centering Marty and Chuck. Cam and Deeks back. And Champlin Park gets the face off, tries to get it out of the zone. They do. Gets it to the red line. And Cyril and Marty force it back in. Marty gives chase. Chuck gates at the corner. Chuck looking for somebody out front. A lot of Champlin Park sticks. Ends up on Cyril's stick. The top of the circle. Chipped out and out. Over to Cam. Cam tries to chip it out. Champlin Park just kicks it in deeper. 2:40 left in the game. Gets up to Chuck. Chuck does get it out. Champlin Park controls. Gets it out. Deacon around. Gets it up to Cyril. Cyril gets it to Marty. Marty over to Cyril. Cyril loses up the boards. Marty comes down the wall. He shoots it towards the net. Wide. Cyril with a puck race. He looks around, see what his options are. He reverses in the corner. He just goes back down. Champlin Park gains control. They attempt to chip it out and do. Deacon back. He gains control. Buck 53 left in the game. Champlin Park comes in all alone. Hustle back. Cam able to deflect the rebound out. Champlin Park tries to go D to D. Tried to punch it to their man here on the near side. Intercepted. Lauren gives chase. Buck 30 left in the game. Champlin Park clears it down. Kendall and Bailey go back to collect. Bailey up to Jackson. He chips it around one man, but fails to get around the second man. And Wyatt freezes it. 1:19 left in the game. 3-1 bad guys. So Eagan looks like they're taking their time out, trying to get something cooking. Seem to be on their heels for a good chunk of the second half of this game. So they're maybe their second non-banger of the weekend, this Cotton Eye Joe tune, and then the other one was the Macarena they played before the game. So, minute 19, Wildcats down 3-1. Wildcats have to find a way to pick up a win and a little bit of help today to have a chance to play tomorrow. So Wildcats win it. Back of their zone. Bodied off the puck. Cyril tries to make a move. Champlin Park gains control. They try to make a move at the top of the slot. Lauren gets it. Lauren around. And here comes Lauren. You got Lauren, Bailey, and Cyril out there right now. Cyril bodies his man. No call. Could have been a cross check or a check or a rough. We'll take that one for a change. Hard shot. Wyatt freezes it. 40.4 seconds left. So, Kendall, Cam, Bailey, Cyril, and Lauren out there trying to chip it around. 30 seconds left in the game. Gets up to Cyril. Cyril chips out of the zone. Goes right to a Champlin Park stick. He clears it to open ice. Ends up on Lauren's stick. Ends up on Cyril's stick. Cyril going cross ice for Bailey. Just a little bit off. She shoots. Deflected into the corner. And Champlin Park clears. And they claim no icing. No idea how we were supposed to play that one, but okay. Apparently he's got lunch reservations. And that's the game. Ryan tried to get a hold of the ref. Not thrilled about something, but 3-1. Your Wildcats go down. Champlin Park.
When's the next game?
Ryan said something to the ref. Ref doesn't seem to care. Huh? So, next game's at 1. We're going to break this stuff down, go pick up some lunch, and we'll be back here. So we'll see everyone at 1.